61% of people feel expected to just get over stress.
Good stress could lead to resilience. I'm like, seriously? It can work the other way.
Interesting.
Anxiety, depression, and then starts to lead to physical ailments because we know there's a linkage. Good stress could lead to resilience.
I was wondering if someone's at a 0, when you ask them, how's your battery?
Yeah.
And if someone says, I'm at 5, and I'm talking about emotionally, mentally, not their car or their phone, what would you say to them?
And most of the time you just want I'm good. And that's kind of the recharge concept as well, where we're like, let's talk about your mental health. And it got me thinking, well, if they can do it, why can't I do it? Right. And if I start to show some of that vulnerability at work, if I start to give a little bit of space and more time for that conversation, would that then make it just more open for others and more safe for others to have the conversation? Because if I'm not having that conversation and saying, here's my own journey, then they may feel that it's not okay for them to open up as well, right?
And I think that's shifting, but it's shifting very slowly. I think the other thing that really comes to mind when I'm thinking about being CEO is I think stress can make people work harder, and how you've been able to harness the right amount when you've got it right.
In the book, actually, I interviewed it could lead to growth. You're never really going to have a stress-free work environment.
Agreed.
You know, we're always going to have stress at work. We're all going to have things we're going to want to hit. That's leading to things like anxiety, depression, and then starts to lead to physical ailments because we know there's a linkage between, your mental health and your physical health. And that leads to a lot of unproductivity. What I've found with the two is you really have to find that right balance and understand there will be, and just talk about it. There's a push. We're all going to make a push. We did it recently as a company at Calm where around the elections. Stress doesn't just mean it's at home. You do this so well and make sure that becomes part of your fabric, your culture, your DNA.
Yeah.
I think the conversation around mental health in everyday life, it's the most approachable it's ever been, right? I talk about things with my own kids today around mental health, and I'll tell you, many of them are not that transparent. Or they'll be like, these are the most important things. And then they'll add 5 more, and then 5 more.
I want to hear about these smaller things that are happening on a daily basis, because I think often companies think they need to put out a thing that says we're focusing on company mental health and they're doing these big things.